Alright, good afternoon. I'm sorry I started late, but on Thursday, February 22, it's 4:22 p.m. First of all, I know it's President's Week, but it's not my duty to say Happy President's Week or anything, being that I'm a president's grandchild and a president's son, but that's your place to celebrate President's Day. At the most, you know, we celebrate birthdays. But I just want to start by apologizing to everybody with such controversial topics about drugs, sex, and I'm sorry, I'm dealing with somebody that's very blatant. He likes to throw everybody's business out, like many people, unfortunately, I have to expose sometimes. Personal life, our own life, we have to expose sometimes, but it's just, we just try and find peace and harmony in all this. And I know a lot of youth has to hear this on TikTok and everything. I really apologize for every single little topic that we hit until we don't finish this mission that we on right now and complete everything, and everything could remain a whole, and we could live in peace and we could live happy, and we don't have to worry about these topics no more, because everybody deserves their privacy and everybody deserves to live the way they want to live, no matter what. To each its own, I always say. The neighbors or my friends' problems or my kids' problems, it's not my problem. When it's something crucial or they need something, I'm there for them. And it's my problem when they tell me it's a problem when I know. Sometimes we do have to be butt in, but not the way that he wants us to butt in lie to some people. So I apologize for that from the beginning, because we have to touch some topics today. Starting with Splenda, it was introduced in 1976. It's a sugar supplement or whatever. One ingredient was added in 1994. It only has 2 teaspoons. 0.6 milliliters of ketamine is included in Splenda. Equal doesn't include Splenda. Domino. Splenda has 0.6 milliliters of ketamine. Alright, so I just got my only ph.d. today was 132, number 132. It's about carbon monoxide. I detected that carbon monoxide is a flameless fire. It's sparking any kind of flame when a dwelling is at 86% full of carbon monoxide. It's one of the worst devastating fires ever. It can damage about up to 39,000 square feet. I know city inspectors and city agencies and other people deal with carbon monoxide, but I want the fire departments of our nation and the fire departments around the world to them do all the carbon monoxide and start training in the fire, like the FDNY members, because a lot of these dwellings, we still deal with carbon monoxide, and it's a very they don't really feel much, but they start slurring and they get very like mummified and everything. I got a PhD on ancient civilization. Ancient civilization, like they say about mummies, didn't really happen. That's another one. That was 129 on ancient Egyptian civilization. We're dealing with that right now. Mummies, we have pharaohs. You know, some people think they're pharaohs, and now we gotta mummify them. That's what they were talking about. So I'm asking all the fire departments to take charge. They have the time. They guys have the time. The carbon monoxide thing is very crucial, very important, and periodically you have to go check on carbon monoxide. Tony's working on a couple of things. I wanted to apologize on such candy topics, most of it to the youth, but right now it's a reality we have to deal with. I wrote this down. I told you guys right. Tony's working on a couple of things, so I'm gonna start. The carbon monoxide. I'll get back to the second thing I'm gonna get about that. The Filipino lady that works that we were trying to figure her out. I'm gonna have my attorney start a portion of a lawsuit against her, and I know we have a lot of me and her have a lot of conflict of interest in the city courts of New York. That's in the Supreme Court of New Jersey. I'm gonna try to finish this fast because this is a lot. That's really important. The Filipino lady, she knows everybody, the court system. She knows every little thing about this place. So I'm gonna start. We're gonna have a I'm gonna ask the courts. I'm gonna ask the judge. Please do me the big favor, because she's mentally ill. Like, she is really mentally ill, and I'm just gonna ask for something very simple for her. I'll be asking the courts, despite of my conflict of interest and hers in the state of New York, an immediate house arrest for the lady, and wait for the United States Supreme Court, an ankle bracelet monitor, and a check with the courts every other week for her. I found out what she's doing. She's a very clever and discreet. I found this out on my own. She's welcoming stopping illegal immigrants at Port Authority, giving them money and accelerated work permits. CVS in the past month has hired 181 illegal immigrants. Dwayne Reed at Walgreens has hired 194 illegal immigrants. Friday 24, Stop and Shop 86, Fairway 23, Whole Foods 231, McDonald's 62, Chipotle 93, and that's all I have for now. Okay, we got time. Tony's working on 8 different things that affect Americans and people around the world besides drugs. 3 food ones. TGI Fridays. He keeps messing with the Jack Daniel sauce, and he keeps saying the whiskey sauce we have now is still Jack Daniel. There's a whole controversy. Sorry. Savory Spice. He had, because they're Republican owners, he had them close down locations, already including the Westfield location. That manager's been there for years. You see, they really don't know. He knows the owners really close. A lifelong resident of Westfield, which we all know, great man. And he was the manager there since opening of the Savory Spice in Westfield. He's been messing with that. He's trying to close down the Williams-Sonoma in Westfield. The carbon monoxide detector companies, which don't detect carbon monoxide, and it's put on these home city units, and they contract with the city of New York and stuff. You get what I'm saying? I'm messing with elevator part shafts and delay inspections at a very prolonged rate. He's on removing the inserting or placing a parental control and add a tracking reader through a tech company in Venice on our internet. He wants to see everything we do on the internet. He's also working with an IT company in France for artificial intelligence to connect all our government records worldwide to a police computer, including all bank and medical records. Alright, on his drug addict thing with crystal methamphetamine, he 94%, I'm sorry consumers, and whoever sees this or who you know someone that consumes crystal methamphetamine, 94% of the island of Manhattan are affected. There's nothing good in Manhattan, do not buy anything. 27% of Queens is affected, 36% of Brooklyn is affected, 0% of the Bronx is affected, and 0% of Staten Island is affected. In Jersey, 54% of the state of New Jersey is affected, 76% of Union County is affected, 36% of Middlesex County is affected, 47% of Essex is affected, 16% of Morris County is affected, 29% of Bergen County is affected, 16% of Hudson County is affected, and 17% of Passaic is affected. He has an elevator joke that's very distasteful for me. And when the elevator breaks at the Linden Towers, he tells everybody, the parts are from Germany. He's trying to say that my mom drops babies on each floor and leaves. He's trying to call my mom an elevator. The elevator comes from Germany. No piece of shit. Anyway, the state Supreme Court of New Jersey, I have time for this. It's a fancy elevator, you know? It's a fancy whore. It's like fancy whore. Alright, in the state Supreme Court of judges, 7 judges in the Supreme Court of New Jersey. He knows 4 of them, and there's a conflict of interest because those 4 are going to try to keep this case here, including the one that lives in my mini Segway home that I brought my grandma. That ended up happening anyway. And mini Seg, the one with the awnings, that many people been there, that notable people been to that home. It's a social home. That guy that was a politician there, he's in the Supreme Court too, you know. And that's a hidden thing that you guys don't know. Who are the Supreme Court? And he knows them because he tried to scare me off on the purchase of the house because he likes to create, but he's bad luck, and he tried to tell me the whole layout of the house, and he's been there for social gathering. And I know he's bad luck. You don't see him off the purchase. Who are the Supreme Court? Alright, we have Chief Justice Radner Stewart, since 2000. Does he know him? No. Patterson Ann, does he know her? 2011, he knows her very well. How many times he met this lady? Over 7 times. 7 times he met her. Lee Solomon, he met him? No. He met him? No. Trust me, he hasn't met Solomon. Does he met Fabiana Pierre Lewis? 2020. No. But Armstead is really good friends with her, so that's another conflict of interest. Wayne Burchell actor since 2020. He met her 6 times. Douglas Facile, does he know him? How many times he met him? 6 times. And does he know Michael Noriega? He's met him 3 times. So you guys can, I could explain where he met them and where they live at, but I respect the Supreme Court, so I'm not gonna out them. Alright, take care guys.